Speaking of the Watertown Boys and Girls Club, a gala was held last week to celebrate the club's 50th anniversary. In addition to taking a look back at the club's history of the club, two individuals were honored for their service to Watertown's youth and their work to keep the club going for all these years. WCATV's news producer Dan Hogan joins us now with more.
In the late 1960s, a group of local business owners band together to raise money to open a place where Watertown children could play, learn, and grow in a safe environment. In 1972, the Watertown Boys Club opened its doors for the first time. One of its founding board members, Bernadette Corbett, led a successful effort to add girls to that name in the early 1980s. The club persevered through many financial issues in the 70s and early 90s and added a teen center during an extensive renovation project in 2018. On Friday, October 28th, the community celebrated the 50th anniversary of the Watertown Boys and Girls Club during a gala at the Hellenic Cultural Center. Club members, staff, and board members past and present celebrated the legacy of the club. Joining the celebration was Massachusetts Governor Charlie Baker, who said a few words at the start of the ceremony.
Every day, all over Massachusetts, there are kids whose lives are being saved by Boys and Girls Clubs. And that's what makes all of these organizations so important, and that's why it's so important that so many of you showed up tonight to celebrate the 50th anniversary of this very special organization to this community here in Watertown.
During the gala, 2 awards were presented to individuals who have had an especially meaningful impact on the club. John Arasian, the only remaining member of the club's original board of directors, who started the club in 1972, was presented with the Founders Award for his contributions to the club and the community.
We all knew at the time that building this Boys and Girls Club would strengthen our community.
Longtime board member and former president of the board of directors, Kelly McDonald, was presented with the Trailblazer Award, named in honor of founding board member Bernadette Corbett.
Bernadette managed to get the support of our board, and off she went to convince the male organization to change its name to Boys and Girls Club. I cannot imagine the reaction of the men in that room when Bernadette entered. And somehow she convinced them that changing the name of the national organization was the right thing to do. We could not change the name of our club without the national organization approving the change. Talk about courage and persistence.
The evening did not only serve as a look back at the first 50 years of the club, but also a look towards the future. New executive director of the Boys and Girls Club, Gary Beatty, introduced himself to the community as he starts his new job.
I am incredibly proud of this opportunity. I have loved my first week in the job. We've got a brilliant team of people that work at the club. I will invite each and every one of you, if you have the opportunity, please come in, say hello, see what we do in person, and more than anything else, continue to support us. It's going to be a big, big year ahead. It's going to be hopefully a big 50 years ahead. That's all for me.
A 12-minute video that was shown during the gala chronicles the 50-year history of the club. You can watch that video now on WCATV's website. Dan Hogan, Watertown Cable News.